definitely things that are good things for DBs to take advantage of. So we got to do our part on making sure that we just run clean and crisp routes and try to great body language, but I got to be on time with throws as well because they do take advantage of not the quarterback not being on time.
Did Marvin and Mecca and Julian, others, but do they buy into this kind of challenge? You know what I mean? I mean, do you get even more hype on a week like this?
We approach every week the same. I mean, we know this is more of a matchup game to where we're playing a team that is just as equally as good as us. We're always looking forward to playing any given Saturday because we're blessed to be out there. I don't take, at least on my part, I don't take any play, any game lighter than the next because it's people who get up in the morning and can't walk. So I'm gonna take advantage of everything that I can because I'm blessed to get up and run and play a sport and have millions of people watch. So I definitely think my teammates take that approach as well.
Where did you meet Joey?
NCAA college kind of seminar up in Indy it was a combine, but the NCAA does a thing for the players to come up and learn about. We met with the NFLPA. We met about some. They asked us like some things in school that they can help us with and make it easier. Just kind of like a little outreach for the players to talk to the NCAA. No, I don't have a relationship with Coach Richards anymore, but I have a tons of respect for that guy. Definitely, you can tell he's turned that offense around over at Penn State, and I definitely think that he has a great offensive mind. Even when he was recruiting me, that's something that he pitched to me was just how he plays a part into then was the offense at Ohio State. Now he's at Penn State, so yeah, tons of respect for him and his family. Went to his home, met his wife, his kids, great family. So hopefully after the game, maybe get to see him and say hello. And I definitely have a lot of respect for him. Yeah, it's a little different. I don't want to get into all the details of me. I've been breaking them down, but it's some similarities because they're so good on the outside, so they're gonna run man. But there is some differences in the box and how they kind of have a system as defense. So.
Hey, if you weren't playing in this game, would you buy a ticket to watch Marvin Harrison Jr. versus Joey Porter Jr.?
Did they play each other?
Well, you don't talk about it.
Did their dads play each other?
Yeah, I'm sure they probably did. Yeah.
At some point, yeah.
I mean,
it is interesting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's interesting, but Marvin is his own person, and I'm pretty sure Joey is as well. Like. They don't want to live off their dad's legacy, and they haven't. They've been dominant with or without, and I'm pretty sure they respect. Of course, they respect their fathers, but I'm pretty sure they probably want to get away from it a little bit as well.
Yeah, but they're both talented as well, like you were just talking about.
Right.
Right now, is Marvin? Explain to somebody who hasn't maybe never seen him play. What just has jumped out about him, especially in the last several weeks? I mean, you see him getting better every week.
He's been great ever since I met him. Like. His freshman year when he came in, and we had Garrett and Chris and Jax already. He was shining just like them, if you ask me. Of course, with Mecca as well. And at that time we had Jamin as well. He was shining as well. So like, I always knew Marv was gonna be special. There was one week fall camp last year where he like got hurt with his hammy or something, and you knew that Marv was out. So like when he got back, you knew Marv was back. So like that's how I kind of figured out, okay, Marv is a really good player. I noticed when he was gone, and he wasn't even starting at the time. So,
a couple more questions, folks.
I think in the off season, he's done a great job with Coach making the weight room and slimming down, but still creating muscle at the same time and just becoming more lean and more agile. I feel he's more elusive than he was in his prior. He wasn't anything close to stiff, but he was. A big box cut type of route runner where he was not running with speed out using his because he's naturally fast, but he was kind of breaking down so hard that his body wasn't allowing him to run away from defenders. So he's worked on that tremendously, and you can tell he can run any route that we ask him to. If it's a corner, if it's a curl, if it's a slant, if it's anything, he can really run it. So I'm super happy for him, and I think he's going to keep being great.
so far. But at what point this summer, this spring, or whatever, is that chemistry starting to build with him?
Honestly, I've had a chemistry with Julian since, since the opening. So, and he was really, honestly, I didn't come to Ohio State for no coach, no nothing. I came for Julian, Jackson, and G, and they were the ones who recruited me along with Legend, of course I miss Legend and Ryan and stuff like that. Everybody who left and Mookie, but the guys that I built relationships with and recruiting, it's kind of like it's working out. So of course Jackson's hurt, so it hasn't worked out this year. But I think that's where we built our chemistry. But we used to come up here all the time and just run routes and just get a feel for each other, even when nobody was looking. So.
CJ, Julian said that he, just something happened after last season where just mentally he really bought in. And what have you seen out of him as far as, the last couple of seasons in comparison to where he's been at mentally this season and the growth he's shown? Does he seem like a different guy to you?
Yeah, he has. I think on the spiritual aspect, it's been, I think God showed him a little bit of humility and made him really sit down and realize, Julian, I have you here for a reason type of thing. And I know Julian isn't the biggest not a faith guy, but biggest religious guy, and I think he's coming into it, though, just because God will sit you down if you don't realize what he has you in your position for, you know what I'm saying? So, and I went through that in my life where God sat me down and realized, CJ, you're going to listen to me or you're going to just sit here. So I definitely think that Julian has realized that and I'm not saying that he wasn't a humble guy before, he wasn't a good dude, it's just he realized the work that he has to put in to be great, and he put in that work and he's become way more honestly, he's been becoming a way more better teammate, and he's put the young guys under his wing and make sure that they listen to him and things like that. So I think that's where Julian is come along.
Great. CJ, thank you very much.
God
Thanks,
bless
man.
you, CJ.